All right, y'all. So look, don't mind the sweat. I just left the gym, you feel me? But I just found out some crazy news, bro. And I was gonna wait till I got a haircut, but the story about messed up as my hair, you feel me? So we just gonna get to it. Let's do it. So I basically just found out who my dad is after 37 years of being here. You feel me? 37 years, and I just found out who my dad is, man. And you know what's crazy? Everybody knew but me. All right, now look. I know you like, well, why ain't nobody tell you? If all these people knew, why they ain't tell you? Well, if you from the hood, you already know your mom, your grandma, everybody that got control over your life when you were a baby, they got to say so, you feel me? And if it's some hot ghetto mess going on, you can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing about it. So look, I'm gonna tell y'all how I found out. So my wife, her friend, did a DNA test. She found her family through a DNA test. And my wife, like, knowing I ain't never knew my dad, never mentioned my dad because I never knew who he was. Nobody ever told me. It was confusing to my wife because I told her, like, nobody ever told me. I done asked a whole bunch of times. Ain't nobody never told me. You feel me? So my wife like, well, don't even worry about it. I'm going to find your dad. You feel me? So I'm like, all right. That gave me a little hope. You feel me? So we ordered the DNA test. We let them sit for a couple months. We got the DNA test last year. We let them sit for a couple months. Mind you, I'm just letting it marinate. You feel me? After a couple months, we come back to it. You know what? We like, didn't we get some DNA tests? Let's go ahead and do it. We bored. We ain't got nothing better to do. Let's go for it. You feel me? So basically, we do the DNA test, send them in. They come back. Not no major matches. You feel me? All I got was, it said somebody was my second cousin. My top match was my second cousin, but I had never heard of this person. Now, if you have a second cousin, which I'm sure you do, everybody got a second cousin. You got a second cousin, your cousin has the same great-grandparents as you. Your second cousin and you share the same great-grandparents. Okay, never heard of this second cousin that the app told me I had. So, I'm curious now. It's like, all right, well, who are you? You know, we go to talk to the lady. She didn't really answer that fast. You know what I'm saying? It took her a while to answer. You know what I'm saying? But we asked. I say, hey, who's your great-grandparents? And say we cousins, say we share great-grandparents. Took a while to get a response. Probably because, you know, everybody don't use their social media like that. So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? So after a while, we sitting on it. We going through all these resources. I'm talking about we looking up and down through the internet. We tracking family members, all that. Basically, after all this tracking, we ended up going through the list of people again that they said was my relatives. We found a cousin that was a little less related, a third cousin, not a second cousin. Third cousin means we share great-great-grandparents. Also didn't know this cousin. So I'm like, all right, cool. We contact the cousin. Shout out to him. We asked him, hey, who's your great-great-grandparents? He tell us all his great-great-grandparents on his mom's side, his dad's side, all that. You know what I'm saying? So he say, since he's mixed, it had to be on his dad's side because his dad's black. You feel me? I'm black. His dad's black. You feel me? There it is. So that got to be us. You feel me? So we go, we find his great-great-grandparents, and we trace them back until, boom, we find somebody that stayed right across the street from my mom. What's the odds? Of course. You feel me? So after all that, we find out this guy's my dad, right? I go on Facebook. This is where it get fried at. I go on Facebook. Tell me why I find bruh page on Facebook, and my mama is all in his likes. I mean, I'm talking about blew his page up. I'm talking about liked everything. Miss you, my darling, my dear friend. Hold on. Stop. So you knew this dude this whole time, ain't said nothing. Now, this is before I tell my mom that I know who it is. I'm looking like, I know the fuck. Ma, why you ain't tell me? I know I done asked you before. I done asked my grandma before. I done asked everybody that I'm aware of in my family that was around at the time. I done asked, who my dad? So, I asked my mama, after all this, I'm like, Ma, I did this DNA test. Guess who I found out my dad was? I say his name. I say, hey, his name Mike Johnson. She like, yep, that's him. So that's him. That's him. That been him the whole time. You ain't say nothing. Why you ain't say nothing? So she like, well, I would have told you if you asked me. Nah. You, Granny, all y'all. I asked y'all before 100 times. I used to go to school. I used to be in school. I'm the only little dude in school with my grandparents. My grandparents the ones taking me to parent-teacher conference. They taking me to school. They taking me to event. They taking me to everything. So all the little kids, hey, is that your dad? Is that your mom? No, that's my grandma. That's my grandfather. Where's your mom? Where's your mom? Where's your dad? You know, I don't know my daddy. My mom at home, fool. I don't know. Like, I didn't know. So all my life, I've been telling people I ain't had no dad. Come to find out, everybody knew who my dad. Now this is where it get weird, right? This is where it get weird. My mom admits, hey, I been knew this was your dad. I tried to tell your grandma this was your dad. First, I had to process that. You tried to tell Granny that this was my dad. What I didn't know at the time was, just like my grandma, she don't like nobody. Knowing grannies, when grandmas get a vibe or whatever, they get a vibe and they feel like how they feel. That's my grandma. Well, I don't know what's going on. Whatever happened was back in the day before me. But I guess they had some type of disagreement or whatever the case, and Granny wasn't with it. She like, hey, I don't know if that's his daddy. I don't care. Don't take him back over there no more. Yada, yada, yada. My mom, she liked him, wanted to be with the guy. Guess she couldn't. Guess everybody was with him. Because from what, after further research, bro was a player. Bro was there. Well, he was, you feel me? Bro was nailing them back to back. You feel me? So, bruh. So, my mom said, yeah, I told your grandma this. I said this before. I told everybody that this was your dad. Okay, so how come I ain't know? You know what I'm saying? I actually had somebody walk up to me and say that this was my dad, and I denied it. Bro walked up to me when I was at one of my mama's birthday parties a long time ago. Bro walked up and said, hey, ain't you Mike's son? I'm like, no. Who the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? I have no idea who that is. You know what I'm saying? But guess he was. You know what I'm saying? Now I wish I could go back 15 years and apologize to dude. Like, my bad, bro. All right, you right. You got me. You got me. You know what I'm saying? But I know y'all wondering, well, why? Like, why? I don't know what they fell out about. Like I said, I don't know what happened. I guess something happened before I was born, or right after I was born. You know what I'm saying? They fell out. Mama never took me back over there again. You know what I'm saying? Never took. So I never seen them. But it's crazy because you got so many thoughts when this stuff happened. It's like, bro, I feel played. I feel cheated. You know what I'm saying? I went all this time not having no daddy. I had to figure out how to be who I was, even though I had my grandfather and my uncle. You know what I'm saying? They did an amazing job of making me a man and making me a stand-up person. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Like, I wouldn't be me if it wasn't for them. You know what I'm saying? But luckily, I had them. You know what I'm saying? Like, luckily I had them, bro. Because if I didn't, who knows, bro? And then after all this time, I figure out I act just like the dude. Nobody told me. Nobody told me. This dude, all these girls, you go to his page, bro, you know what's crazy? An old man with a Facebook is diabolical, first off. Second off, bro was on there with the women. I'm talking about, it's all type of old biddies in his comments, including my mama. No, Ma, shout out Ma, I'm just playing. You ain't no old biddy. But Ma, you was in the comments. You feel me? You was in the comments. All y'all in the comments. And, oh, I missed them lips. Oh, I missed the therapist. Oh my God. Y'all was all on, bruh. He could have told me this. I blame him. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it's easy to blame my mom because she was there and all that. No. When you had children, as a man, bruh, it's your responsibility to keep up with them children, bruh, especially you had sons, anything, bruh. It's you. You got to do this. This is on you. This ain't got nothing to do with the woman. Yeah, you want to make sure she take care of your kid and all that, but hey, man, the responsible person in a relationship should be the person who asked to have the sex, if it make any sense, bro. Pay attention, man. You got sons. You got hella sons. I got brothers. You know what's crazy? I went from having one brother from my mom to now having 4 brothers. 4. I think I got, wait, 1, 2, 3, 3 brothers. I'm the 4th brother. That's crazy. It might be one more, but I don't know. I got a whole bunch of sisters and a whole bunch of brothers that I just met. And you know what's crazy? I feel cheated out of that too. I feel like I could have known y'all all this time. I got a brother that, you know, is incarcerated. I got a sister that has passed away, and it hurt my feelings because I could have known y'all. It would have gave me some substance, some personality. It would have gave me something else to live off of, bro. Like, not saying that, you know, I grew to be tough about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, man, I ain't got no daddy project baby, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my people moved me out the hood and all that, but none of that changed the fact that I had ghetto stuff going on in my life. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I feel played and cheated. Like, I feel like I could have had relationships and known folks and really known who I was as a person had I known this stuff out the gate. You know what I'm saying? I am too old personally to feel hurt, but confusion is definitely at the top of the list. I'm confused, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'm confused. Like, y'all could have told me this. Like, ain't no way, bro. Like, ain't no way I'm telling people this and they like, oh yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, how did you know? How you know when I ain't know? Then I had my grandma telling me she made bro take a DNA test. My mom said that ain't happened. You feel what? Like, so if all right, my mom said she was a virgin. You know what I'm saying? So she knew for a fact. Forget what Granny telling you. Forget if she don't like them. Granny could have not liked nobody in their family. It ain't up to her. You was supposed to tell me, hey, this was the only guy I was with. This your father. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it didn't matter to him or her at the time. You know, maybe it mattered to her a little more, but it's hard to explain when you don't, I don't know. Like, I guess after a long time of it being weird or confusing, you don't even know how to approach it no more. And then when I make mention of it or ask, you know, I gotta be the grown man that don't know his dad. So it took me to track him down. Thank you so much to my wife. It took her to really go crazy in the search to find out who he was. And I'm so glad we were able to find out who it was. I'm so eager to figure out who y'all are. You know, it take me a minute to get comfortable or to warm up because I done been me on the dolo forever. Like, I done thugged out everything. I done went at everything on the dolo. Yeah, I got a little brother, but he my little brother. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing everything on the dolo, like everything. So I had to figure it out. Mentally, all that, bro. I had to figure it out. So it's crazy, man. Just figuring out who your dad is after 37 years. And what's messed up is he died. I didn't even get to that part. Almost left that out. He died in 2012. Didn't even get a chance to meet him. My mom said I met him one time, but she said I was like 16, 17. I done met a lot of my mom's boyfriends. Not saying she had a lot of them. Like, my mom was just out here. Don't play her like that. I'm just saying I've met some of my mom's boyfriends, and I've never... none of them stood out. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't remember none of them like that. I mean, I remember seeing them, but they all kind of look the same. You know what I'm saying? So, or maybe I was a kid. I don't know. You feel me? So she said I met her before. I don't remember that. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember that. So I feel like I could have met him, could have knew, didn't know. Just the craziest story, bro. Like, when you from the hood, bro, everything is always something crazy. Like, it's always a curveball. Yeah, you know, when people moved up, man, everybody started doing better in life, but I ain't never been nowhere near, you know what I'm saying, rich or none of that. So I come from some funny stuff, bro. I come from everywhere, wherever y'all come from, I'm from the same thing. Cause, man, hey, man, if you don't know your daddy, ask your mom why not. Now, some of y'all probably a little worse off. Y'all probably really don't know your dad. Now, at least I was able to track down who it was. Some people, they mom just don't know. Mama was just doing everybody. You feel me? But luckily that ain't the case. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I thought the worst. I'm like, man, what if my mama was out here selling it? Like, you feel me? Like, what if my mom sold it to some nigga and didn't and she don't know. Like, I was so confused, bro. Like, not trying to play my mama, but I was confused. I had no idea, bro. So, ain't no telling. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm just glad this happened. Shout out to all my siblings that I just found out I had. Shout out to my aunts, uncles, everybody that I just figured out was my relative, man. Shout out to y'all. I really wish I was able to meet y'all a lot sooner. But it is what it is, man. I'm glad I was able to figure out who y'all was. And what's funny is going through his pictures, looking at him, looking through the fan. I look like y'all. Like, he could have told me this. I'm out here thinking I'm some unique dude. Came out I thought my mom just was like home, and I just popped out like poof. You feel me? Like, I ain't know. I had no idea, bro. So I'm like, oh, okay. Now that I'm seeing y'all, not that it take away the uniqueness I had, because it's not special to not have a dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't want to say it gave me something to make me different, but I was so used to being the only person without a dad. Now I know who you is, even though I never met you. Now I know you exist. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? After all this time, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you got your dad, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate knowing your father, your siblings, even when they get on your nerves. Appreciate it, because it's somebody that don't know, has no idea who any of these people are. So appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been your boy Grits. Thanks for listening to my story, bro. I ain't know how to vent. I probably left some stuff out. Whatever y'all want to know that I left out, I'll tell you. But I just so long of building up the strength to tell y'all, or just to figure it out. I just figured it out the other day. So having all this stored in my brain forever, I know I'm missing all type of feelings and stuff I have, but I ain't no feelingsy dude. I ain't emotional. You feel me? So I just had to let y'all know. You feel me? Hey, let me know, man. What y'all? Hey, you got a question? I got them too, man. Let me know, man. For sure.